It started out as I was a blood donor for many, many, many years, going back to when I was 16 years old. Gave blood through my teenage years and into my 20s, and then I got involved with giving pheresis and platelets. My name is Matt Newsom, and I was diagnosed in 2009 with hairy cell leukemia. In the summer of 2009, when they pricked my finger, my little drop of blood didn't sink, and it's supposed to sink. And so the technician said, "You may just be having a bad day, so why don't you come back in a couple of weeks?" And actually a month later, I went back and the same thing happened. So saw my primary care physician on a Monday. Turns out he had run my blood test very quickly. I had no white count, no red count, no platelet count. I had bottomed out. And the next day I had a diagnosis of hairy cell leukemia. Within 30 days of treatment, I was in remission, and I have remained in remission to this day. When I was a teenager, my grandfather had open heart surgery, and I remember going with my dad to the hospital then in subsequent years, and he was giving blood because he wanted to repay essentially the blood that my grandfather had been given. And I thought that was a pretty cool thing. I was very close to my grandfather, and so I got involved doing the same thing. And then when I went off to college, I continued to give blood, and when I moved back to Charlotte in summer of '94, I started to give blood and platelets regularly and continued to do that up until I was diagnosed. And now, unfortunately, I can't do that anymore. I vividly remember the day when I was getting treatment and I had to get a transfusion, and I got both platelets and red cells. And it's an amazing feeling being the recipient and knowing that someone has given of themselves and given blood and or platelets, and you're the recipient. It's very rare to feel that level of gratitude. That's why I'm pleased to get involved with CBCC, because it's very important, and it's giving blood and platelets. It's not that hard. It takes a little bit of time, but the impact that you can make is just absolutely incredible. So I'm trying to do what I can. I can't give anymore, but I can encourage other people to give, and so that's very important to me.